Hey everybody. Looks like it's all up and running, so that's good. Hi Nick, new to the channel, will I ever play more LEGO games? Absolutely have more LEGO games that I would like to play at some point. Hey Chris, probably gonna miss the intro as you going on an evening walk. I definitely need to go on an evening walk at some point. Get in a little bit better shape in some way. Hey Redox. Good to see everyone in here. Hey, Connor. Alright, so we're going to jump back into some good old LEGO Star Wars. Excuse me, I got LEGO Star Wars on the mind. No, LEGO Indiana Jones. Let me go ahead and pull up our trophy list or achievement list so far. It's going to take me forever to get used to that. Trophies for so long and now having to say achievements all the time. It's going to take some getting used to. Just got back from the walk-in time. Nice. Hey, Razvin. Hey, Sweet. So far, we haven't made a ton of progress overall. All we've done so far was clear the first 6 or 7 levels of the game. So the entire first movie and the first level of the second movie. And that's all that we've done so far. But hey, it's progress. Now we're going through the most unique of the original 3 movies. If you can say that's a good word to use for it. He was praying no crashing. Oh, yeah. I would love for the game not to break multiple times like it did last time, because this is legitimately the first game with RetroAchievements that's given me any real issues. Because, like, I think Barnyard crashed one time? Yeah, Barnyard crashed once. I don't think LEGO Star Wars or Fairly OddParents crashed, though. So yeah, I think this is the only one so far that's actually crashed on me for some reason. But it's done it crashed once, and then it screwed up after that, because it, like, one of the levels... Oh, great, that's gonna be copyrighted. Because one of the levels, like, completely bugged out on me, and it wouldn't allow me to progress. Okay, so I might need to turn the music off again. That's kind of obnoxious. You finally found the girl... Oh, hey, Robbie. You finally found the girl you were looking for? Oh, heck yeah, man. Nice. That's awesome. Finally got that done. Very, very nice. Hope it goes well for you. Still playing Borderlands 4. Only at 4 trophies. Level 26. 40% through the campaign. Man, that's actually a slow progress then. Okay. Off to the next level. Let's roll. Probably gonna crash every time Willie screams. I hope not. Time for you to go back on your Pokemon Yellow Professor Oak challenge. Oh, there's a subset? So what do you have to do in that? Because, as we all know, I'm not particularly good or knowledgeable at Pokemon. So, yeah, what exactly does that challenge involve? I'm curious. Because I know that there's probably like a million subsets for various Pokemon games on there. Sunshine only has like 3 subsets, I think, or maybe only 2. It's got a hover list and like a coin collector and something else. Yeah, I'm sure this would go over real well in the modern day if they tried to remake this. Got like 25 hours on it? Dang. So that is going slow. Indiana in India. Oh, well, that's the world's easiest mini-kit. Literally right there. Have to get every Pokemon that is available to you before each gym battle, which includes evolving every Pokemon. Oh, okay, yeah, that sounds... Well, that just sounds honestly more like a crapload of RNG more than anything else. And it honestly sounds almost more RNG than anything else. Still have to get Pidgeotto to level 36 for Pidgeot, where you can fight Brock. And the problem for me is I know nothing about most of these. Like, I would know some of these Pokemon names, but I don't know anything about evolving, and I barely know how to get Pokemon to fight each other, or which ones work with which ones. Personally, I think the Temple of Doom levels were the best in this game. Well, the first one was pretty fun, the one in Club Obi-Wan. That was fun. And it looks like that's it for this starting area. Lots of spiders. Alright, so now we're going to have to start riding the elephants. Press circle to pick up a highlighted Lego object, okay. Elephants like to play in the mud. Okay, break that. There we go. Now they can come across. Snacks! Well, we know that Indy is not a fan of the snacks, so gonna have to deal with that on our own here. Oh, right, she's afraid of bugs. That's right. She's terrified of bugs. Short Round is terrified of nothing. Which makes life a little easier. And it looks like there is something here that we can carry back over, so that's going to be our sort of mechanic for this level, apparently. Safari Zone is RNG, which is why you're not doing these subsets in hardcore mode. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm sure in hardcore mode it would be even worse. There's no save stating. I mean, so far I've only done hardcore mode currently for any games. There's a possibility I might do a standard mode someday, depending on the game. Like, if I decide to do Mario Party 4, I am definitely at least a bit concerned about some aspects of that game, because that one does have some pretty obnoxious achievements, mostly because it's a Mario Party game, and Mario Party is not the most consistent game ever made. Well, Short Round just got eaten by a crocodile. Or an alligator. And we can go across the giant pit of snacks. Found out that you can get your Pokemon cards graded from GameStop, which is cool. Finally, a reason to spend your $5 coupons on something useful. Oh, okay, nice. This one card that bought like 5 years ago, still in pristine condition. Don't remember what you got it for, but it was cheap. Now it's selling for $45. Very nice. Gonna get it graded, hoping it's a PSA 10, because that would mean $380. I know nothing about any of that kind of stuff, so... And I'll hope it's all good. Okay, so once we pull that, it raises up the platform so we can actually get this container back. I find it weird that she's not afraid of snakes, but she hates the bugs so much. I don't know, something about that feels like kind of strange. Like, I think you'd almost be more terrified of the snakes, because you'd think they're more dangerous. I mean, spiders different in terms of bugs, but some of the other ones aren't. Okay, so we're gonna need a shovel to go down the river here, so actually, you know what, let's go check that out first. I completely forgot about that, we need a shovel. Okay, well, Short Round and Willy are getting eaten by crocodiles or alligators, so that is highly unfortunate for both of them. And I see a treasure! A secret hidden treasure. 10 is perfect condition. Okay, gotcha. That makes sense. Alright, dig this one on up. And that is our second mini-kit of the level. Let's go. So like I mentioned before, I think there's like 1 or 2 levels in the game where you might be able to get like almost everything in a single run, or maybe everything, but it might only... maybe it's only like 1 level. Where'd our raft go? Okay, for a second I thought the raft disappeared. That could have been, quite unfortunate for us. Not sure what we would have done then. Let's see if there's anything up the other way. Seems like the kind of place that they could hide stuff. Yeah, I hope you all have had a good week so far. I've been, quite busy. At least I was today. Today was very, very busy. Okay, no, we can't do anything up there. I'm not surprised, I just wanted to check. And all the creatures in the water causing problems. I wonder if there's anything hidden, like, right here. It seems like the kind of place they'd hide something. Just a little corner there. Nope, nothing there. Okay, then that's fine. Alright, well, we still have our shovel, which is good. Okay, I'm pretty sure we just phased through that and somehow didn't die from it. We've already got like half the studs we need, which is, well, like 35 to 40% of the studs we need. Yeah, last night was good because I made lot of good progress on editing the clock tower video. Like, it's probably now at least 50% of the way done. I locked in last night editing that one. It's gonna be more of like a normal sort of, I guess not normal, but just more like a clip show almost. What is that? Is it a banana? No, is it a key? Yeah, it's a key, okay. There's bananas over there. Okay, so they obviously can't get across. But first, we can do that. 2001 Lego Harry Potter set with Professor Quirrell came in. Looks pretty nice for how small it is. Currently the Lego set you have in your collection. Very nice. That'll probably fall down at some point, so... The key's already there, though, so we're good. Grab the shovel again. And I guess they can just ride the elephant over. At least I would think that's what they're gonna do. Though it looks like we're gonna need a banana up here, so let's go grab that. Or the oldest set, gotcha. Yeah, it's been a busy couple of days, so... Otherwise, nothing much going on. Just work. It's how it always is, pretty much. So how do I... Can Indy, like, whip grab the banana or something? Hey, Zinky. Oldest that you have now. That's probably one of the oldest ones that I have, then. Oh, we can just... No, we can't do that. Then how do I... Okay, so that's clearly not the solution. Just found out that if you change the scale of the Retro Achievement emulator down a rank, the speed up function goes much faster, makes grinding battles much quicker. Oh, that's good. So for... I mean, I don't know anything about any of that because I haven't used any of the non-hardcore mode stuff yet. Retired 23 years ago. Very nice, because yeah, I don't think I have a set that old. Okay, so I don't know why Indy didn't want to ride the elephant earlier. Yeah, it feels like... That's not what I meant to do. That was an accident. Yeah, what am I supposed to do for this? It's like... It's almost like there's a little hole back here or something that the elephant's reaching its snout into. So yeah, I have that set. I'm just trying to remember if I have an older one than that. I may have an older one than that. Oh, so... Can you only get it if you're a female character? No? That's not it either. Huh. It seems like you could jump in there, but you can't. And... I can't just take that key out. Okay, well now I'm kind of confused. I can't just trade him the shovel, obviously, so... Yeah, what am I supposed to do here? Like... That's her scream ability, of course. Now we can break glass, which is great. Yeah, what am I supposed to do here? Like... I can't do that. That doesn't work, so... Clearly it's gotta have something to do with the elephants. But they can't, like, just pick these up or anything, so... Anyone have any idea what I'm supposed to do here? Because this seems weird. Like, this doesn't seem... I'm sure I'm just missing something, but... Let me go back and make sure I didn't miss anything earlier. I don't think I did, but just in case. Yeah, just back here is all of this. I don't think I missed anything back here, so... There's another shovel back here if we wanted it, but we don't need a shovel, presumably. And then circle has it pick things up. Triangle makes you jump or switch characters. Jump off of it. Try jumping off the elephant when you're on the bananas. Okay, we can try that. Now, this is weird. Nope, that didn't work. I feel like he's supposed to maybe pick it up with his trunk? Did you see how the sort of motion he does? It feels like that's the solution, but it's not working. You know what? We're gonna look this up because I'm probably just dumb and missing something. But if the game glitched again, that's gonna be rather annoying. So Pancot secrets bananas. Okay. Use Indy's whip to retrieve a banana. Okay. So I'm correct on that. Or was correct on that idea. Can I only get it from this side? Ah! Okay. Well, that's a bit odd that it only works from one side. I don't know why it only worked on one side, but you know what? It's okay. And I had the right ideas, it's just the game being old and janky to some degree. It's fine, we figured it out. Well, a guide from like 2008 figured it out, and I had to look into said guide. But to be fair, that's a little bit of a strange solution. Working on Borderlands 4 plat, having a lot of fun with it, trying to get it done before Yotai, very nice. Considering selling off most of your Funkos. So do they not go up in value or anything? Are they just not, like, collectible enough to go up in value, or enough to be worth it to keep? Snacks! Okay, can one of you... Okay, you know what? We're gonna have to just play a short round whenever we're fighting animals in this level, because he's the only one that isn't afraid of any of them. Ooh, we're gonna need a shovel again. I wonder if there's one back here, if we're gonna have to go grab another one. Probably gonna have to go grab another one. That's definitely a mini-kit, though. Alright, let's go back and grab another shovel. Kind of need some space and cash, and they become overproduced at this point. Oh, gotcha. Alright, we can take that shovel. Yeah, I've never been knowledgeable on the Funko Pops or anything like that. I own a handful of them that I've picked up over time for one reason or another, but that's it. Keep the ones that you like or still like. Gotcha. Yeah, I've got a handful of them. Like, I've got one or two mini ones, and then I've got the... I actually don't know if it was a Funko specifically, or a different brand, but it's the one from Game Theory that was made right before Matt Pat retired. So I decided to pick up one of those, because I figured that one might actually go up. Yeah, I picked that one up, but that's it. In terms of the ones that I know of. Okay, short round. Go kill the bugs for everyone, because Indy's too scared of snakes, and Lily's too scared of bugs. And also, we might not get true Adventurer this time, simply because I died so many times trying to figure out that other area. Even though, again, I had the right idea, I just was apparently doing it in the wrong place. And also, why am I doing this from not on an elephant? Yeah, like, it's an elephant. It literally can just, like, stomp on anything that exists, including us. That's the one very good thing, though, is that elephants apparently view humans the way that we view puppies. Which is a very good thing, because it means that they think we're cute. and don't want to hurt us. Supposedly that's a thing. I don't know how true that is, but I've heard that before somewhere on the internet, so that means it has to be true. And a whole, like, almost out-of-bounds area over there. You'd probably get out of bounds if you really tried. Alright, into the palace. The ones that are rare autographed. Yeah, because I don't have any that are autographed, but I've got that one that's rare. Or limited edition. I believe it. Brandon Fraser's coming to Comic-Con? Okay. That's a name I haven't heard in a while. Oh, the famous scene. Okay, he sure as heck didn't get a hot dog in the actual movie. Shield monkey brains. Shield monkey brains. Okay, we're in a fight now. Thankfully, we brought a shovel, and they seem to not have brought any weapons whatsoever, just their fists. And there's the red parcel up there, so we'll see if we can actually get to it or not. Okay, yeah, we might not end up getting True Adventurer this time, simply because I died so many times trying to figure out the banana. Again, it's not a big deal. We gotta replay every level anyway, at least once, so... some of them potentially even twice, depending on what the Star Wars characters are. Because I'm trying to get everything without following a guide as much as possible, because you usually don't need one for LEGO games. But when you run into weird stuff like that situation earlier, kind of becomes a bit more warranted. And they could have had an achievement right here for, like, you know, destroy every single thing on the table. Just thinking of other things they could have added if they want to do it for the other versions of the game. If they... well, I guess it's the Wii version and the Xbox version? But I'm not sure they have original Xbox on RetroAchievements, actually. I could be completely wrong on that. But they might not, which would be, I guess, a little surprising. Okay, so now we need a key. Here come the brains. Ah, that gives us a barrel. I don't really want that. I'd rather have the shovel, because the shovel is a strong melee weapon and it doesn't seem to break. I'm willing to bet there's something like... that is definitely a PNG. At least that's what it looks like. Definitely a PNG background. They're gonna add Wii support? Oh, hell yes. If they add Wii support, there are so many just, like, bizarre... like, you know of shovelware, of course, from PlayStation, especially from PS5. That's where the term shovelware, I think, actually came from. Was the Wii. Between the WiiWare shop and just some of the insane things that released on there. Oh, that would be hilarious. That would actually be hilarious. You're going to see some absolutely just insane stuff come out on there, potentially. And I am all for it. Because a few of those games were actually fun. Okay, so that's how you get up here, but you need Indy to do it. Oh man, she actually can almost make that jump. Okay, so that's a free play one. No problem there. We'll get it later. Yeah, there's so many Wii games that would be hilarious to get. I mean, Wii Sports even, though. Wii Sports, like, if it gets Retro Achievement support, I know it's gonna be, like, getting a platinum medal on all 15 sports, which, if you watch Poofesher over the years, just taking years and years struggling through that. And I still don't think he ever finished the last boxing medal. I also don't know how, if you could, like, program a controller, how you would do that for Wii. Like, I think there's, like, USB Wii remotes that you can buy nowadays. I don't know if they're actual ones or, like, basically, like, knockoff types or anything like that. I know there's a way to do it with Dolphin, like Dolphin already supports Wii games. Yeah, I don't know how all of that actually works. Is that... It's like an optical illusion. Found someone on Facebook Marketplace that wants to buy them. Nice, at least get a little bit of money in your pocket. Willie's actually using the sword reasonably well, just like Indy's using the shovel. Except I love how the shovel, like, always one-shots them, or almost always one-shots them, but the sword is like a two-hit. Ah, we might actually get enough studs. Would have had enough studs if I hadn't died so many times trying to pick up a banana. And we have a tree back here, and then we have a Thuggy statue, which we cannot do anything with. That, of course, is... Oh, mini-kit, let's go! Yeah, I can't do anything with the Thuggy statue yet. That is an ability that we will not have until we're done with this movie. I'm probably just going to play through the entire story, though, before we go back for any free play stuff, because there's not really much of a point of doing it in any other order. Because again, we gotta replay basically every level at least once regardless, so I'm not really sure it matters that much. Get what we can on this playthrough, and then just go back and clean it all up afterward. Not like Skywalker Saga, where there's a million things to go and do in between levels. Is that another mini-kit? Nope, that one is not a mini-kit, unfortunately. Set a precedent that didn't end up being the normal. It's so awkward without the music, but, like, I did still get a number of copyright notices on the first stream, so I had to edit the music out. That's okay. Now I know. Now I know. I just killed Indy. Wonderful. Oh, this looks like there might be a few puzzles to solve. Or one major puzzle, which we need the knowledge book for that, which I'm assuming we're going to find right over here somewhere. Willie's voice can shatter glass. Oh, studs. I will happily take a blue stud, because we're getting very close to that True Adventurer mode. It'd be great if we could get every True Adventurer mode done in story, though, just to have them done for the extra studs that we get for it. And we got it! Let's go! Hey, look at that. Another mini-kit. Let's go. Oh, well. There goes that. Ah! That is loud. I mean, it's not that loud, but it's slightly loud. I can understand her punching Indy a few times. He did kind of get us into this situation. The DS version of this game was your introduction to Indiana Jones? Oh, very nice. Never played the DS versions of any LEGO games, but I have played the DS, or the PS Vita versions of LEGO games, and also... Okay, that was strange. They need to add 3DS support, there's so many games. Oh, yeah, just give us that so... Well, I also don't know where to find Tamagotchi Life, because I didn't find it on the normal site that I go to, so... Maybe it's there somewhere and I just missed it, but I don't know. I'd love to be able to get Tamagotchi Life. There would have to be an achievement for make the, like, dirtiest song possible. Be hilarious. Pokemon X and Y, Dragon Quest 7, Persona, Q2. I'm sure, like, Mario Kart 7 could be an option. Or no, that was regular DS, wasn't it? Did announce they were remaking Dragon Quest 7 on the PS5 and Switch 2. Okay. Get your RoboCop Funko signed when you go to Comic-Con. Because the actor who played him is like 78. Yeah, definitely. PS Vita, PSP, DS, and 3DS LEGO games are all the same. Yeah, that's... I forgot about that. That's actually true. Oh, Skellingtons. Wonderful. And I just got to get a PS1 emulator working before Spoopy season, for old Spoopy game time. And we can't do anything about that yet. We're getting a lot of studs. Let's see, what is... Okay, so that's for Indy. Oh, I see what we're gonna have to do. Oh, wait, I see what... Yeah, I see what we're supposed to do. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't supposed to blow that up. And short round. Okay, never mind. And I did see the mini kit up there, so we can grab that. Just buy a used 2DS or 3DS. Yeah, I know I could do that, but... And that costs money. Buying a console costs money. Oh, so we don't push it like we do in the movie, where it's kind of funny to push it. 2DSs are cheaper. Yeah, I would definitely get a 2DS over a 3DS. I still have an original DS. I see a mini kit as well. Ooh, that is not going to be an easy jump to make. Okay, that was an accident. Actually, I wonder if... Yeah, that's what I was supposed to do, okay. God, we got almost all the mini kits on this level. We couldn't have missed more than like 1 or 2 of them. Gonna need to play the game. Yeah, true. You can mod... Yeah. I gotta look into that, though. I know nothing about doing stuff like that for a DS. Man, that is 8 mini kits. Let's go. We're barely gonna have to replay anything on this level. That gives us a ladder, but what else is going on downstairs here? Or down ladder. She's still got the smart person book, or puzzle book, whatever you want to call it, so that's actually a good thing. And we have this little tunnel for short round to go through, which I'm sure is going to be important later. Yeah, let's see where he comes out at. Over here. Alright, so he can stay holding that for a little while. Watching a tutorial very carefully. Oh, definitely I would do that. I don't want to risk, like, breaking it or something. Oh. Oops. Darn it. Willie, get off the ladder. Yeah, we gotta be getting pretty near the end of the level then if we've already gotten 8 of the mini kits. Ooh, is that a pit of bugs or a pit of snakes? It is a pit of bugs, so Willie's not gonna be able to go through here. But Indy can, which is perfect. Alright, we have torches. And what's in... Oh, hello, skeleton. Oh, 9 mini kits. Let's freaking go. Oh, I remember this room. Alright, short round just doesn't actually care, which is nice. But Willie, I don't even know where she currently is. Where the heck is she? What is she doing up there? Not helpful, Willie. Not helpful at all. Hey, player, I am doing well. Oh, okay, so it's just instant. Okay, yep, that makes more sense. Alright, let's go. Let me go grab another torch, get everyone else across. I was hoping that just throwing it in would be enough, but apparently not. And everyone's across. Perfect. Alright, everyone stand on that. Most accurate representation of a damsel in distress, especially within the Indiana Jones series. Wow, we actually got all 10 mini-kits. We're just gonna need to come back to this level for the parcel. That's kind of insane, actually. Oh, this room. I remember this room. This is not ominous looking at all. I will take the purple stud. This is not ominous at all. Uh-oh. Is that just going to build up a pillar to slow it down, or... Yeah, I guess so. Well, it's a good thing we're capable of building Legos, or else we'd be in serious trouble. If we couldn't build Legos, we would be, serious trouble there. And now we get the heart scene. And there we go! Level complete. We actually got all the mini-kits, which is very surprising. Lots of studs. Alright. It's not a scene they could... Yeah, they could... They probably still couldn't make it today, or they'd have to find a big way to censor it. Alright, so we finished a mini-kit. Let's go. That's the first one. Only another 17 of those to go. I downloaded it. But I actually own it. One that I've always played. And this was literally the second one that I ever managed 100% out of all the LEGO games, which is just kind of crazy. Okay, I'm assuming this level might be a bit shorter because we're inside the mines and there's still the minecart chase level and then the bridge level, so presumably we got a little ways to go here. Or, not necessarily a little ways to go, but we should be on like the final... Ooh, there's a mini-kit down there. So we need to dig that up with a shovel. Need to build that. There's probably a way to glitch your way up to this one. I just don't know what it is. I'm sure there's a way to, though. Let's see if we can find someone to give us a shovel. Sword should not be, or sword should be, mightier than fist. This would be a cool setting to make a LEGO mock-up, but that would require lots more thuggy guards. And just a bunch of bricks that are red. Red or orange, or just look like fire, transparent fire bricks. Okay, so with all that lava so close to you, you'd most likely already be dead. Just gonna say, most likely would already be dead. Aha! Okay, short round. Alright, so that's our first of two, so that's good. Once I get enough studs by the multipliers. Oh, I absolutely will do that, but we actually have to beat all the levels without using red bricks for achievements, which is interesting, because the original LEGO Star Wars didn't make you do that, but this one does. So yeah, we can't quite do that. We are going to have to beat every level at least once with no red bricks. We can use them later on, though, after we finish our story playthrough, which is totally fine. Make a mock of every Lego Indiana Jones movie, you would do it. Do decide to do a Lego game on profile, it'll probably be PS4. Lego Jurassic World. That one was pretty fun. Even though I'm not as big into the source material as some of the source material like Indiana Jones or Star Wars. Okay, Thuggy statue, so that's something that we can't do. I just realized that I wonder what the purpose of the Thuggy statue in the previous level was. Because we got all the mini-kits without it, so... And we know where the red parcel was. The red parcel was back in the dining room, and I know how to get it without needing anything else, really, so... I don't know, actually. Okay, let's take a torch. Oh, that might have been a mistake. Well, we can just do that, but... Oh, we need a Thuggy hat. Okay. Interesting. Or, we need to do that. Actually, might be what we need to do. Oh, that's what we need to do. Okay, never mind. Seemed the easiest. Pick up a turban to use it. Or... Yeah, I guess you could do that, but don't necessarily have to. You can do it that way as well. Oh, no, I didn't mean to. Don't pull it again. Yeah, you were right on that. Just, we didn't actually need it, thankfully. I don't know how to get the other... How do you get to that? I guess that is the Thuggy statue, then, so... Any other LEGO games that I might play? There's a few more on modern consoles that I would like to play at some point. On the older consoles like this, I probably will do LEGO Batman at some point. I'm not going to do LEGO Star Wars 2 because I already did that on PS4 and PS5 versions, so there's not really a point of me doing that one again. And Complete Saga could be fun to play at some point. As long as it's not as, like, economy isn't as broken as LEGO Star Wars 2, hopefully. Okay, I literally looked away for half a second. Okay, this definitely seems like it could have some secrets. But aside from those, I don't know exactly which ones I'll do. Did you know that the PS2 version of LEGO Indiana Jones runs the LEGO Star Wars engine, and 7th-gen PC runs that? I don't know anything about game engines, so... You're gonna be asking the wrong person on those. I know nothing about that kind of stuff, or very little about that kind of stuff. Come on, man. Will I ever do any of the LEGO Marvel games? Probably one of them at some point. I mean, I've done some of the superhero games over the years. Like, I've done some of the LEGO Batmans. Multiple of the LEGO Batmans, actually. Some of them are pretty fun. Oh, that one sinks. That one sinks. This could definitely have something behind it. Oh, there's one up top. Okay. Let's get the one that's up top, then. Hey, Cassie. Don't know if there's any reason to do Complete Saga. I mean, it's combined, but it's known for being a classic. Oh, you can't get to that one. Okay, well. Yeah, because he's not a double jump character. Okay, then. Yeah, I think it would be fun to do at some point, just because, like, it's another one that I never 100%ed when I was younger. And there is a lot of stuff in it to play, so... Not as time-consuming as, like, Skywalker Saga or anything like that. It does add more to the original LEGO Star Wars, because, again, the original LEGO Star Wars just doesn't have that much going for it. Stand on that. Nothing happens from that, okay? That's fine. We don't have a shovel, So presumably that's going to be one of the mini kits, is digging up all 3 of those. Before we go that way, let's check this out. Whoa, okay, more studs. I will take it. Just poops out studs. I will happily accept that. Short round, are you going to come back up, or are you going to stay down there forever and die? There'll be a Lego Batman game coming out soon. Yep, can't wait for that, actually. I'm sure it's going to be fun. Even though, I think I mentioned this before, supposedly it only has, like, 7 playable characters. And then, like, outfits and stuff. So it's maybe going to be a little bit more like the original Lego Batman with the outfits and everything. Got your new card today, yet still won't let you buy Borderlands 4 on PSN? That's weird. Did you call and activate the card? Is that the issue? Skywalker Saga broke you. I loved Skywalker Saga. I know that's a hot take, but I actually really enjoyed 100%ing the game. And I did it twice. I enjoyed it enough. I honestly had a lot of fun with it. I legitimately think I'm the only trophy achievement YouTuber that actually really enjoyed doing it. And enjoyed it enough to literally do it twice, even if it was a few years apart. Because I just had fun with it. It was a good time. It was a great thing to just come in and play casually. Easy thing to just plug in and play for a couple of hours, or for streams. The streams typically did very well, especially the first time I played the game. Which is why I'm definitely going to probably pick up the Lego Batman game pretty early on, because the streams for Skywalker Saga did so well. Pretty sure the complete saga wouldn't be as broken as Lego Star Wars 2, because it has enhancements and bug fixes. Yeah, it definitely should play better. Alright, what else we got going on around here? It's active? Okay, so then I don't know what it is. So I usually don't have any trouble with PSN taking my money. That's a little puzzle probably for a mini kit. Yeah, PSN usually has no problem taking all my money. They're so proud of their PS Plus stuff these days. Which, in all honesty, the games we lose this month aren't as egregious as a lot of months, so could be worse. Yeah, the games that we lose this month aren't quite as egregious. It's like we lose Battlefield 1, which is kind of unfortunate, but I mean, we're about to get Battlefield 6, and I think it's going to be, hopefully, a very good game. Alright, that's in place. And then all the other games are like a Ghostbusters game and a couple other games that no one really cared about, so... Not that bad of a month for once in terms of what we lose versus what we get. Even though I really feel like for how much money we pay for it, they should be keeping everything that we purchase on there. Like they should keep all of them on there. Yeah, it's been bland for a while. There have not been a ton of great games in recent years. Like, occasionally they'll throw us a bone and give us something good. But more often than not, it's not the best stuff. A part of me is honestly kind of surprised that they didn't, like, try to give us Concord at some point, just as, like, a giant FU to the fan base. Or just to the player base, I mean. Like, would that really surprise anyone if PlayStation did that? Even if it's unplayable now, like, would that really surprise anyone? Honestly, that would not be all that shocking, in my opinion. Here's Concord. You didn't like it before? Well, now you get a useless game for PS Plus this month. Yeah, that honestly would not even, like, remotely surprise me if they ever did something like that. So that's another thing to fix, and what's that? Oh. Now what do I do? Okay, good. He jumps back up to there. I was worried there for a second. Ooh. Something to build. Wondering why they did port LEGO Star Wars 2 to the 360. I don't know. Oh, that's the parcel box. Maybe we're gonna get a parcel this time. That'd be kind of cool if we could get one. Because I don't think we've maybe gotten one of them so far. Hey, Indy, grab the ladder. Indy, grab the ladder. Thank you. It's a MasterCard, so I have no idea. Yeah, that's weird. Good riddance to those games leaving. I mean, I wouldn't say good riddance, because I still think that we should be able to, like, keep pretty much all the games that have ever been on there, just so they give us something for the value, even if they aren't good games at times. I feel like we deserve it just for the value alone. Okay, I don't know how to activate that. Probably have to use Willy or something for that. That is shiny silver, so there's nothing we can do about that without dynamite. This might actually be the end of the level. Already own most of the games you want. I own most of them, but occasionally they'll throw me something that I want to play, so... Can't get to that one, we need a super jump to get to it, so that's fine. Oh, we have a boss fight! Okay. They're not bad. Yeah, they're not necessarily always bad. Like, some months are pretty bad, some months are decent. Sometimes they're just not all that interesting. Or just not the kind of games I want to play. Like, almost always end up with a sports game. Like, very often we end up with a sports game. Let me guess, we have to use the turbine? That seems like what this is setting up for here. Yep, it is. Is that going to open that one, or both of them? Oh, thank God, you don't lose the turbine from one hit in this the way you do in the other game. Because in LEGO Star Wars 2, you'll lose it after one hit, if you have any sort of disguise on. Okay. I don't think the game was supposed to go that way, but I'll take it. You know what? I'll take it. Yeah, there's almost always a sports game, and it's usually not a sports game that I actually want to play. It's usually like, it's not like a college football game or anything. It's always like NBA 2K stuff. Too many games on disc at this point. Ran out of space to keep them. There's an achievement. Let's go for finishing the mission. Want to see the Lego Indiana Jones Great Circle. Regular Indiana Jones Great Circle, not Lego. I think they finally released the DLC. Yeah, they did. They just released it, and now Bethesda's on everyone's shit list, by the way. Yeah, at this point, Bethesda is now on everyone's shit list. So, that's fun. Hey, T-Jade. Yeah, so Bethesda's the next one. As if Ghost of Yotai stuff wasn't bad enough, Bethesda pulled the same shit in a different way. That is highly unfortunate, because that is a studio that I love the games of, but... I mean, let's be fair, it's not going to stop me from buying the next Fallout game on day one, or any Fallout game on day one, and begging them on X for months for an extra copy. Or for an early release copy, not an extra copy, just an early release copy. Gearbox is doing the same thing. Indiana Jones turned into Indiana Jones. No, it was an intentional thing, sweet. Like, they deleted it. Like, they put it in as, like, a video and then, like, within a few hours deleted it. So they knew exactly what they were doing. Some cheap characters. Ooh, Willy in her pajamas. And then we have the Thuggies here. So grab the Thuggy. We are gonna absolutely need that type of character later. But no, it was intentional, so... It's not gonna make me call quits on Fallout because I love the franchise too much. But anything else made by him, I'm going to have to probably take a pass on. Well, Elder Scrolls 6. Okay, so I guess I'm not really going to stop with them, but they just have my favorite games, which is highly unfortunate they decided to pull that crap. I'm just surprised that Naughty Dog didn't get into the same boat at this point. Let's be honest here, I'm shocked that Naughty Dog didn't get into that. Like, of all the studios to not get controversial with that, I am shocked that Naughty Dog is not among them. Yeah, I am shocked that they are not among them. But so far they aren't, which is very surprising. Does that include Wolfenstein? Yeah, I guess it does. But I already own the game. I actually already own Wolfenstein 2 on the PlayStation and on the Switch, so that's not going to be my excuse to get out of it. Which, again, I'm not making excuses to get out of it. It's just, I don't think it'll ever be, like, a major milestone or it would be a milestone, but probably not Platinum 1000, just because it's gone up too much in being too common. Yeah, I'm shocked that Naughty Dog didn't jump onto that when all these other developers did. Because I thought for sure of all the developers, they would have been one of the ones to jump on that. But, like, even PlayStation Access, when they were trying to hype up Ghost of Yotai on their video today, like 35 reasons to play it or something, half the comments were just criticizing them for not getting rid of that person initially, and then putting out a fairly weak statement on everything, so most of the comments were very negative toward them, so Ghost of Yotai may very well bomb completely. I'll play it at some point, but I'm not getting it anytime near release. I mean, I won't even be in the country on the day it comes out, so there's not really a point of rushing it. So yeah, I won't even be in the US when it comes out, so these things have a way of working themselves out, because I actually was initially a little bit sad that we were going to be gone during the time when the game comes out, but then all this stuff happens, so now I don't care that much about playing it anywhere near day one. And it's time for the mine carts, to some degree. So yeah, I'll play at some point, but nowhere near release. Well, unless it goes down in price, like, very quickly, which it very well may. I was trying to get up to the... Okay, I guess we can't reach the blue stud then. There's one there. Liza P is a really good game once you're upgraded to the best weapons and gear. And my thing is, isn't it Souls-like? And that's... Here's the bigger problem with it. It's not even the fact that I don't think I could do it, because I think I could beat a lot of these Soulsborne games if I really, like, wanted to and tried really hard and spent tons of time actually playing and learning it. You can totally get this, I'm sure. I bet there's a way to glitch your way up there. I'm almost positive there is. But, if I play a Soulsborne game, I'm going to get very angry while playing it, most likely. And we can't take those turbines, so we can't use the statue, unfortunately. Yeah, if I play one of those games, I'm going to be very angry for most of it. And while that might make for good content, I also have neighbors. And I feel like that's going to just generate several noise complaints, and I really don't want to deal with that. You can probably glitch your way up to that as well. That's the one nice thing about most of these RetroAchievements games, is they're not rage-inducing. At least the ones I've played so far, outside of that one achievement in Fairly Odd Parents that was kind of obnoxious. But that could have just been a skill issue. Temple of Doom level's a lot shorter. I think they are generally a little bit shorter. Although I feel like this entire game, most of the levels are definitely longer than LEGO Star Wars 1. And we got a mini-kit, let's go! I've already missed a couple of mini-kits so far on this level, so I don't know how many we're going to end up with. Souls-like, pretty tough to deal with enemies at the beginning, but once you start upgrading, the game's a lot of fun, gotcha. Think they would know, maybe we shouldn't do this, it's extremely controversial. Well, the problem is that most of them don't care. That's the whole thing, is they didn't care, and for so long they've been able to get away with it. But then, now, we have a new administration that's not putting up with it, and Charlie Kirk dying really just set off a massive, massive firestorm that they're not coming back from. Because I actually went to a vigil on Monday night, and they were expecting a few hundred people. There were probably 4,000 to 5,000 people there. Like, there was nowhere to park or anything. It was insane. I was not expecting there to be that many people there. Okay, so that's shiny silver, so we can't do anything about that. But yeah, there were probably 4,000 to 5,000 people there, so things are changing. The whole game has changed, so... And it was very heavily young people, is the other big part of it. It was very heavily younger people. Yeah, I'm glad that the people that are posting are, like, being gotten rid of and all, but, like... We got a ways to go, but that just showed me that this probably just changed the game entirely. And we had one of the big Turning Point guys actually there from the state of South Carolina, and he was saying that even just at that point in time, there were 2,100-ish Turning Point chapters in the country at the time. And just in the time since Charlie was killed, they've gotten 37,000 requests for new chapters. So, like, that's not even a linear or logarithmic increase. That's a straight-up, like, exponential increase in numbers. So 2026 and 2028 are most likely going to be an absolute bloodbath. These people are... I've never seen them this pissed off. Never seen it. And we can't build this yet, or use it yet. Wonderful. So... Take the shovel. Story's interesting. It's a dark retelling of Pinocchio? Okay then. And what do we do? Oh, wait, I know. We missed something back here. We forgot this little thing. But what's this actually used for? Wait, what is this used for? Okay, so it has to go there. But, like... I don't see what to do there. I'm gonna have to respawn. Can I just put it here and have Indy whip it across? Is that what it wants me to do? Ah, that is what it wants me to do. Okay, you know what? This game's actually making pretty good use of his whip for puzzle-type stuff. And I gotta give him credit for that. They're definitely making use of the whip ability. I don't remember him doing this that much in the second one. So, oops. So bravo here, Traveler's Tales. I'm liking this. I'm actually liking that a lot. That's very cool that they actually managed to implement it pretty well. Because that's a unique ability. It's pretty much specific to this game, because there's not really an ability quite like that in any of the other LEGO games. Okay, Indy, you come on up. Just don't whip Willy. I don't know, she might be into that kind of shit. I don't know. I'm not judging. I ain't kink shaming here. She might be into that. So I bet you could skip, like, a lot of this if you have short round with you. There's nothing else down there. Yeah, Willy might like it, so I'm surprised there's not an achievement for that, in all honesty, to, like, whip each of the females in the game. I honestly feel like someone could have put that in if they really wanted to. All my studs fell to the ground. Maybe that's what I deserve for making these jokes. Okay, this time they don't phase into the ground, so I don't know why they phased into the ground last time. Man, they are actually kicking my ass today. Oh, there was something like that in the Xbox version? Oh, that's hilarious. That's actually hilarious. Alright, we have shiny silver to destroy before we blow that up. Ooh, switch. Oh, wait, I see what we do. We can actually pick that one up. Alright, so we're gonna get another mini kit here. Willy! Okay, you know what? Fine. I didn't realize it had lit on its own. Okay then, that's fine. You had to whip Marion, Willy, and Elsa individually and have Indy kiss them afterward. It was called How Dare You Kiss Me? Oh, that's great. That's actually hilarious. Not necessarily aged well, but that's pretty hilarious, not gonna lie. This level actually does seem to be fairly large, though. It's a reference to the last... Yeah, I know what scene you're talking about. I know what scene that is, and... Okay, that blue stud apparently does not exist. Wonderful. And where does this little piece go? Probably somewhere over here then, because it's not over to the right. They moved up and shut the shutdown date for Dirt and Grid. Oh, they did? Ooh, that's not good. So I guess anyone that wants to play those games, get them done sooner rather than later, so you don't risk not being able to do them. I feel like that's not something that normally happens, them just, like, changing up the date like that. Usually when they give you a set shutdown date, it ends up being that date or later. Enjoyed the Fairly Odd Parents stream, came in late, but really like how you talked about my local mall during the dog stage. My local failing mall with 3 stores and literal mold that makes it uninhabitable by humans. It probably should be listed as uninhabitable by humans at this point. Because it's that bad. Like, at this point, it used to be actually pretty big, like, before I was born, like, back in, like, the 70s and 80s. It was actually quite a bit there. But then, all that's left there are, like, the Anchor store, I think is a Belk, maybe. I would say it's a Belk. There's a Rose's, which is, like, a discount store you sometimes see in the South, usually in, like, failing malls and such. And then there was a shoe store there, but it actually closed. The guy finally retired in the last, like, 6 months. So, good for him. He had been running it for, like, 50 years. But he finally decided to retire, and I guess his kids didn't want to continue on with it. So, fair enough. So now it's just those 2 anchor stores, and there's a flower store left, I believe. But, like, there used to be a food court. Not even really like a food court, but just, like, food available and stuff, so... It's just sad, like... Or no, I'm talking now about my hometown mall, actually. I'm assuming you were talking about the one in Greenville. Because the one in Greenville actually is nice. I love the one in Greenville. But now I got to talking about the really shitty one in my hometown. Because it really is. It's actually pretty hilarious how bad it is. Again, it's legitimately unfit for human habitation at this point because there's so much mold and stuff in it. It's literally so much like black mold and stuff that you really shouldn't even be in that mall in the first place. And like, I don't think the manager has come in for like 6 or 7 years at this point. Yeah, my local mall's great, but I'm just talking more about my hometown one that was... It's an adventure. It's been featured on, like, several YouTube channels just talking about failing malls. / failed malls. Okay, mini kit, cool. That's probably the best thing for my town. Actually, there are other bad things that my town is known for, and I'm not going to say it out loud because I'm not going to dox myself, but... There are other bad things the town's known for, so yeah. I won't be against doxing my own hometown once my parents eventually move down here. That's still a number of years away, so... Shutting down Dirt 3, Dirt Showdown, and Grid 2. So I guess if you're a fan of racing games, get those ones done. And Grid Auto Sports, okay. Yeah, it's funny to talk about that, like, just the completely failed mall. And I will have no problem doxing the old hometown once my family's all moved away from there. Literally the most fun things to do there were me and Lizard Guy pulling really stupid pranks that we thought were funny in high school. What's the dynamite used on? I don't know where that went, but I don't really want to be near it. Alright, let's look around the area a little bit, see what we're going to need to do here. Ooh, this is actually a pretty big arena. Yeah, literally 3 stores left in failing mall. I almost want to go walk around in it at some point next time I'm home, but at the same time I don't really want mold spores in my lungs, so I think I might just take a pass on that. And there's a blue stud in there. Can I get it? Oh, I won't pick it up. Dang it. Monster Jam Steel Titans 2 is going good. Have a few more chapters to get through at the moment. Have 4 you need to go back and redo. I've done like 1 Monster Jam game in the modern day. It was... And that was a number of years ago, like PS4. Because I used to play a couple of Monster Jam games on PC when I was really young. Oh, so, yep, we need to go get rid of the Maharaja, or whatever her name is. Let's dig this up first. Oh. Is that just going to be for a mini-kit? Potentially. Probably. Probably just keep refilling his health, so, but I don't know how far the level goes after this, if we're gonna have time to really explore here, so... Yeah, I'm assuming we have to take out the lead one up there, but... Oh, wait, I see what to do. Let's get short round out of here first. That is going to be important. I feel like that is definitely going to be an important choice to make. Hey, mini kit, let's take it. Yep, that's what we needed to do. That is exactly what we needed to do. So now he can fight the Maharaja. There's a bug that allows you to get more points so you can stay in first place. There's 3 to 4 events. You usually replay the events. You can over and over since you're not good at the racing. Well, when bugs are there in the game to make life easier, it's always nice. Okay, I have no idea if I was actually supposed to do that, but I will take it. And I'll take the studs. We're about... Oh. Okay, so that needs a wrench. Which is thankfully right here. Well, that's very buggy, but we'll take it. There's more dynamite here, so I'm assuming that there's something else we're gonna... Well, maybe there isn't anything else we need to blow up. So now, we're gonna be able to go up there. The controls aren't great, you flip too easily, gotcha. Need for Speed rifles are shutting down in... Oh, 2 weeks, dang. Always hate to hear about server shutdowns. Like, I get that it's kind of a... Is there a secret up here? If there is, I can't reach it yet. And she's got one more place to go to. And can short round go through the tunnel? He cannot. And for this one, I think I see what we're going to have to do. I have to push this cart all the way over there. So if you two want to, like, distract the angry guy here for a second... Oh, we nearly killed him, actually. I wonder if there's a way to, like... If speedrunners have a way that they can actually kill him. That'd be kind of cool if they did. I'm assuming they don't, but that would actually be really cool if they did. Oh, they don't show the guy having his, like, entire body crushed by the rock crusher thing. Unless it's going to be at the very end of this. Because I see the giant rock crusher over there. Okay, that'll forward us through that part. Let's go. Building the Harry Potter Astronomy Tower, which came in along with the Clock Tower. Very nice. Server shutdowns are the worst in Trophy Hunting. Got the Far Cry 4 ones as soon as they came back up. I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. Oh, no, we are going to get the rock crushing area. Okay, very cool. Possibly. And I'm assuming that we need to go back down here and maybe use the dynamite? I think the online trophy's done for PS3 version and Platinum for the PS4. So is that one of the ones that changed? Okay, I think I have a memory... Yep, we have to, like, hit him while he's carrying the rock, maybe? Is that what we have to do? No, that doesn't seem to be quite right. It's gotta have to do with the, little dynamite bundles, then. Yep, that's it. That didn't even do anything to him. Well, that's definitely what we have to do, because it gave me the target marker, but it didn't do anything to him. this looks like it could be a bit annoying, not gonna lie. That's good. That's a good hit. Okay, so we don't have to, like, guide him into the thing. We just have to hit him 3 times. Which isn't too bad. Ah. Okay, that just completely disobeyed the laws of physics. It's been the same cast. I think the time just flies by so fast. I need to get the PS3 version done. Oh, he hit it with his stupid boulder. Come on now. You aren't allowed to defend using a boulder. It's just a rock. A rock. It's a big, beautiful rock. Oh, the pioneers used to drive these babies for miles. Which, speaking of the pioneers, I actually have the Oregon Trail game on Switch. Someone wrote a guide for it for the PS5 or PS4 version, whatever it is. Uh-oh. Well, they made it a lot less graphic. I feel like that would be interesting, aside from the fact that I know with my luck with RNG, it's going to end very badly, but that could at least be entertaining for you guys. Achievement! Let's go! Django! Alright, we have 1 level left in... Or, do we have 2 levels left? Do we have 1 level left or 2 levels left? Yeah, hopefully you guys can get that set up. It's not a boulder, it's a rock! A rock! A rock! It's a big, beautiful rock! Oh, the pioneers used to drive these babies for miles! Downing water. So now the minecart level, let's go. It's time for some minecarting. Next one's pretty short. Yeah, that would make sense, yeah, if it's just the minecart. Oh. Given how few... Yeah, it didn't give me much progress, so... Maybe the final level's really short and this one's a little bit longer because we're not getting a lot of progress with the studs we're getting so far. Ooh, there's a parcel box. Already here, so... That'd be cool if we could get a parcel. And then it's the rope bridge scene. Yep. Iconic. Okay, so we got the wrench. What do we need that for? Is that shiny silver, which we can detonate with that? Oh, there we go. Yeah, definitely look toward the screen. They like to hide stuff close to the screen in this game, compared to some of the LEGO games. Okay, that wasn't helpful. Willie, do you want to turn that crank for me? Gotta crank that soldier boy. I see stuff over to the left there, but it's a Thuggy statue, so we don't really have any use for that right now. There's a knowledge one, so we'll do that later. Oh yeah, this level's gonna have a lot of studs in it then, if we're only at 13,000's barely any of it. Okay, so what was the purpose of that? It gave us the ladder, but I don't think that did anything else. Oh, rail line, okay. Aha! There we go. We are building up some train tracks here. Let's go. Now we just gotta build up the actual train cart itself. Dynamite! A dynamite dispenser. That's pretty awesome. That's very American. I mean, normally, if it was American, it would be an AR-15 dispenser, but dynamite works too, even though that's completely illegal in, like, every case, so... Favorite scene. I think most of the studs are in the minecart section. Oh, okay, you just have to hit 2 sets of switches, gotcha. I mean, again, it's been so long since I played this game. I don't remember a large chunk of it. Ooh, get it! Yes, let's go. I don't know if I was supposed to get to this, but I will take it. And who did I give the wrench to? Does Short Round have it? No. Does Indy have it? Okay, I'm thinking of the last level then. Oh, there it is. Could have sworn I picked it up. Ooh, wait, hang on. Mini kit over here. Easy one, too, so grab it. We'll take it. None of the characters in Temple of Doom reappeared. Yeah, it is. Except for Indy. We'll do the tutorial tonight and see if any of the Spider-Man DLCs or disc works. Okay. So now the question is, where is the... I'm assuming the red parcel has something to do with the knowledge puzzle over there, so... That's my assumption. Alright, let's fix this up. Alright. Everyone, let's roll. Let's get it going. Yeah, of course Indy had to appear, very true. But he does technically reappear. It's not his only appearance. Okay, so what exactly did that do? Aha! Everyone pile on. Is it locked in? It is. There we go. Alright then. Interesting little bit of puzzling time there. Looks like a blue stud that I somehow missed. Alright, off to the minecarts. Let's go. First film. Yeah, it's the first film in terms of when it was set and all. Yeah, it would have been cool to see some of them come back in some way. Well, Lao She's probably pretty clearly still alive because he's just... He's there, but it's like... He's totally safe, so... Okay, because, like, he gets to order them to be killed and all, so... Oh, this is janky. This is some jank. Oh, God, getting all the mini-kits here is not going to be fun. Getting all the mini-kits here is not going to be fun. Oh, this is some jank. This is a bit of jank. I think you can go around infinitely. Oh, this is so weird. I bet you have to, like, take every single path and stuff, too. Okay, we got that one. That's 4. Oh, yeah, this one's gonna be an interesting one to replay and free play. Oh, mini kit. Alright, we'll take it. Oh, that switched tracks. Hang on. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that yet. Okay, so we did not get true adventure on this level. Most likely, unless there's actually more to it. Which is fine. Alright, we'll get it later. It's not a big deal. We will get it later. Yeah, we will get it later. Several mini-kit pieces, so one level to go, and it's the bridge. Every villain has died except for him. That's true. It's because Ford looks younger in the film compared to Raiders. So they did a good job with Hollywood makeup and such. Technically, Dirt 3 and Showdown is already unobtainable if you didn't buy the game with an online pass or buy the digital online pass before it got delisted. God, I remember when online passes were a thing. That is a very big throwback. Yeah, that's a very big throwback. Oh, it's fine. We'll go back to this level later on anyway, so it's not a big deal. Oh, that water's coming in very close. Okay, so that's... Okay. Was that supposed to happen? I guess that was supposed to happen? There were probably secrets there that I just missed, but... Okay. I'm now confused. Well, I'm confused. One intersection is annoying to you. You don't know if you go left or right. Oh, gotcha. Temple of Doom is a prequel to the first movie. It is, yep. Oh, I was supposed to run? Oh, well, I didn't know that. It's okay, though. We're fine. We're still alive. Indy's fine, so... Let's swing for just a second here. I mean, we gotta replay this level anyway, so it is not a big deal at all. So we gotta replay literally every single level in the game. At least once. Some of them probably twice, depending on what levels have the Star Wars characters in them. Okay, short round found something in here, but we need a shovel for it, so just gonna take the key and get out. Big part of the reason why the film was prequel is because Spielberg said if there was a sequel to Raiders it would have sucked, so we had to move backwards. I guess I can get that. The Last Crusade was still great, in all honesty. Well, Indy, you just killed a child. Good job. Okay, so from here, grab that. And is that a platform? It is. Wonderful. So we're supposed to go up there, but first, break that, get all the studs out of it. Perfect. And another blue stud that just doesn't actually exist in this world. It's just an illusion. Oh, nope, that one actually collected. Never mind, I was wrong. Part of the reason... then you get an alternate cutscene of them just grabbing onto the branches. Oh, okay, that's actually really cool then. Very cool. But, I mean, we'll have to come back here later anyway, so it's not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. Gotta replay all these levels anyway. That's a trap. I got out of it in the last second. I feel like these are definitely supposed to be a trap, but they're not doing anything. There's a book panel there that we can't do anything with. There's a mini-kit in that one. There's one up there that I assume requires the book panel that we don't have the characters for. Oh, what's this? Oh, I'm a bush. I'm just a bush. I'm just a lonely little bush. Like Last Crusade, but put in the middle. First two films are your favorite. And that's fair enough. Like, there are a lot of people that like Temple of Doom. I don't know what the point of that actually was, but it's there if anyone actually wants it. Mini-kit there, so let's take it. Thuggy statue, can't do anything about that. There's a shovel. Gonna pay now. I just love the sound effects of it. Spider-Man disc doesn't have a few... Patches on it. Hope it works. Pay $68 for it. Oh, yeah, I hope it works for you then. That's a lot of money to pay for something if it doesn't end up working. Alright, we got a little thing for... Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh, no, I put on the wrong character. No, I should have put it on Willy. Darn it. If I put it on Willy, we could have jumped up there. Oh, I'm dumb. For Temple of Doom over Raider. You preferred it over Raiders? Really? That's definitely a take that's not going to be popular, man. I don't know anyone else that's ever said that. Yeah, that's definitely a bit of a hot take. Oh, a minikit. Cool. Raiders and Crusader, your favorites. A bit funny how you thought Henry actually got shot in half in the film. Good job with me using the wrong thing. Doing the thing wrong. Oh wait, there's a statue up there. Hang on. Wait, no, Willy, get over here. Yes. Now we're all wearing wigs. See if we can get an extra item out of this. Watch me come to find out that's actually required to beat the level. Yeah, it's looking like it was something that was probably required to beat the level anyway. I didn't do anything all that extraordinary here. We still keep respawning Drew. So I guess all three of them need, thuggy disguises. Okay. That's what we're going for here. Yeah, each of them need a disguise. Okay, then. So I thought I was being clever. I clearly was not. It's a turban, not a wig. Did I call it a wig? I thought I called it a turban, but maybe I didn't. I know I called it a turban in previous levels. Alright, well, I don't know if that's entirely how I was supposed to do this level, but I will take it so far, so I'm not complaining about anything. I just probably did things very wrong at some point or another, or just out of order. Alright, let's move through, and what's up next? Ooh, jumping! Jumping! And Short Round dies. The end. Everyone dies, including Short Round. The end. Ooh, Purple Stud. We 1000% want to grab that. Oh, a mini kit too? Well, thank you very much, game. I will happily take a free mini kit. Left out so much Indiana Jones content for the Lego sets. They want you to buy multiple Lego sets is probably why. You can maybe get some of that content in other Lego sets. Buy all of them, and then you'll have the complete saga for yourself. I don't know. That's probably a pitch they would use at some point. Oh, wait. Nope. Nope, not yet. There's more here. It's a Short Round door. Okay. Well, there goes Willy. She's dead now. Rest in peace. Or pieces, because you're a Lego. Okay, so Short Round grabs this one. Okay, he can't grab that one. Not yet, at least. There we go. Oh, he didn't have to grab it. Okay, never mind then. Oops. I died. Not even close. I don't know, because again, I only own like 2 or 3 Lego Indiana Jones sets, and I sold one of them back in the old days when I really shouldn't have, because it's probably worth way more now. But to be fair, that was when we were moving out of the old, bigger house, and I just wanted to clear some stuff out and make a little bit extra money, so I had my reasons for it. The flowers! This is a strange puzzle. It definitely seems like it wants me to make, like, a smiley face. Okay, I don't know how it eventually worked that time, but I will take it. Oh, secret area. Let's go. Secret area. What we got in here? Purple stud, let's go. That's True Adventurer, let's roll. Oh, it's a parcel, let's go. We might actually get a parcel out of this. Maybe. Depends on where the parcel box is. Oh, I don't think we will, though, because that's shiny silver over there. Unless we can knock this thing down. I feel like we need a different weapon to be able to knock that down, so I guess we can't right now. Well, that's unfortunate. I would have loved to have gotten a parcel out of this, but oh well. Forced to make mocks or custom figures. Yeah, pretty much. They can probably make more money off of it at this point by making you buy the individual little pieces of each part of the body. Okay, so Wooly grabs that. And then over here, short round's gonna go through a hole in the ground. Or the wall. For the short rope. And there we go. It's a skull. Okay. I clearly missed something with this. Have 2 more Thuggy Guards added to your Temple of Doom bridge soon. Be 7 in total. Very nice. Lego Indie with the movie that came out a year ago. Currently, they have done only 2 Lego Indiana Jones games, and the second one only contained the first 4 movies. They have not done one with all 5 movies, and they most likely will not. It'd be cool if they did, but not exactly hopeful. Oh. Well, I'm a dumbass. Okay, I had to stand on it. Yep, now I know. I'm just a dumbass. Okay, it's the battle of the century here. Or of the movie. Oh, can't hurt him. Okay, then. Okay. I have to hit him while he's distracted, or... Bridge isn't exactly looking like this. It's probably looking better. Okay, I'm switching characters around like you asked me to, so... What's up here? Well, What is up with this? Okay. Oh, hang on. Hold on. I might have just been stupid. Or not. So kill them. Okay, so that spawns more... Okay, so that's definitely something we have to do here, but... Best finale, the... Oh, the swords. Okay, yep, that makes sense. Okay, so I need him to drop swords for me. But they're not carrying swords. Yeah, they're not carrying swords, so... Yeah, they're only carrying crossbows. None of them are carrying any swords. It makes sense, but, like, they're not carrying swords, so... That's why I think maybe the crossbow has something to do here, but... It's not always working. What the... What was that? Make him weak first? I can't seem to do any damage to him, though, so... Because, like, we can try to hit him, but it doesn't do anything, so... Yeah, it's clearly got something to do with the rope bridge, but... And it wants me to take the crossbow every time, so... But I don't think that's what we're going to use to blow this up. Has some magic thing on him, but yeah, we can't weaken him is the problem. Like, the game won't let me do it. Wait, what was that? I don't like give me a marker for the actual thing. Can I hit him with the crossbow? No? What the hell am I supposed to do? Like, what am I supposed to do here? I don't get this. It's like you have to hit him while they're... Oh, maybe. Maybe that's it. So wait until he's trying to steal someone's heart and then punch him. Okay. Oh, well, that didn't work. Like, this makes no sense whatsoever. Okay, but I ran up and hit him, and it didn't work, so... 2 weeks and your kid's blood test hasn't come back yet? That's really weird. Usually blood tests come back within a day or two. Even from a vet, that's super weird. There it goes! Okay, I don't know why it didn't work the first, like, 10 times I did that. Like, legitimately, it didn't work the first, like, 10 times I tried that. So you guys are right on that, but it's like, for some reason, it didn't work correctly. I don't know if I was just too slow or what. Swords! Swords! Now we can get them swords. Or it'll just fall off the side of the map. That works too. Oh wait, he did get it. Okay. Can't just get him to throw it. No, we didn't. It's still a... Never mind, it's still a shovel. They all look the same. All the objects look the exact same. Okay, so we need one of them to drop a sword now. Called today, and they just haven't gotten it back. That's really weird. They should have had it back by now, normally. Our lab results for our doctor, like, they come back... My office will come back within, like, a day or two. Okay, there it goes. That's one of them. Okay. There we go. Okay, I don't know why it didn't work at first. That's... Who knows? Janky old Lego game. Sometimes the games are like this. Sometimes they are a little bit questionable. But at least now it's working. So... You guys were right. The game was just acting kind of strange. Number 2, awesome. So yeah, a little bit of a buggy boss fight overall. But it's okay, we're gonna beat it, so it's not a big deal. Just kind of strange. That Clink is part of the shelter you got her from. Definitely needs spay surgery again. I think once they're spayed, they don't ever need to be spayed again. Okay, did not pick up the sword. Pick up the sword, please. There we go. Okay, nope, it got launched in the air. Of course it did. How did that miss? Come on now. They're all bringing out swords now. I don't know where this was the rest of the level. There we go. Okay, there we go. Well, that was kind of weird. That was kind of a little bit buggy, in all honesty, but it's not that big a deal. There we go, achievement unlocked. %. Let's go. To be fair, he's only the last final boss. The one in the next film was just damaging the knight and choosing the grail. Oh, okay. Of how he says Mola Ram while falling. Well, that's the second movie done. Alright then, so we missed one thing, but that's fine, we'll get it later. Buy a few characters, why not? Alright, we have one movie left. I want to check out the artifacts room, see if we have anything unlocked here yet. So must be able to get a key for here. I don't remember exactly how you do this. Ivory elephant. No help there. I guess we'll go back in there later. Now time for the final movie. The first three movies are the only ones that should exist. Yeah. I mean, Dial of Destiny to me was okay. It wasn't really great or anything like that, but it wasn't too bad. But all that's unlocked, so let's look around and see what else we can get. No new parcels, just the old ones. Ooh, we might actually have some of the characters we need here now. Yeah, Willie can do that, so we can get at least one of these treasure chests. And Molaram can use his ability here. We might actually be able to solve this here. Waiting for someone to join you for multiple player trophies for Monster Jam. Supposed to pop after 20 matches, but tends to unlock later. Oh, buggy trophies are the worst. Alright, short round. You're going to go through here. And there's one for us. We might actually be able to solve everything in here. Or most of it. Then we have a bazooka trooper over here. Oh, but do we not have a smart character yet? Yeah, we might not actually have a smart character yet. And then we just need someone who can dig. Which I think we have. Okay, yep, this guy. Okay, so we don't actually have a smart character, so we can't get that one yet. Huh, okay then, so we can't get that one yet. I could have sworn we had a smart character by now. I guess we can't get that until we have Henry Jones Sr. Okay then, so we can't actually finish this room yet, surprisingly. I thought we had everything. That's cheats and film reels and stuff. And out here, I think, just takes us to the character customizing room, if I remember correctly. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's all it is, so no real point of going in there unless we want to customize characters, which we don't really care about right now. Most buggy trophy you have is Dominion from Infinite Warfare. Yeah, they never fixed it because they want you to keep playing and buying loot boxes to win more, pretty much. Don't think anyone likes Dial of Destiny. I mean, I think there are people that liked it, at least compared to Kingdom and the Crystal Skull. Alright, before we go into the third movie, I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. And I'll be right back, and we'll begin the third movie. So see you guys back here in just a couple minutes. Alright, much better. Alright, The Last Crusade. The Hunt for Sir Richard. In story mode. So now we are off to Italy, I believe is our first location here. Yep, we're in Venice. No, this one does not start off when Indy is a kid, but Indy as a kid is a bonus level. Young Indy is one of the 3 bonus levels. Only a couple of years later, but yeah, the Young Indy part is actually a bonus level. And we're off to Venice. With random characters conversing. Like, there's the dude from the first level of the game. Okay, Elsa. I mean, she was a Nazi, but at the same time, she wasn't exactly unattractive, so you can't really blame Indy for anything. He didn't know she was a Nazi at first. Okay, I feel like there's definitely a secret that's supposed to be right there. You get one as a bonus level. Yep, in this version, that's what I mentioned. But then you get it as a part of the story in the DS version. Oh, that's kind of cool, actually. Not gonna lie, it's actually kind of cool. More shiny silver. As pretty as usual, yep. And she can scream, but she also has the book ability. Or can she not scream? I thought she could scream. Apparently not. That's weird. Actress was oh yeah, she was. Oops, I just beat someone to death that probably didn't deserve it, but okay. Alright, just beat someone else to death, because why not? Manslaughter is fun in this universe, I guess. It replaces the motorcycle level here with a driving section of it at the end of the second. Oh, okay. Interesting choice, then. Yeah, that's weird. I could have sworn she could scream, but apparently not. Alright, so anything in here? Nope, just a few studs. Come on, quit hugging the wall. Flowers! We can't blow them up after that, unfortunately. I need studs. I need some studs. I need lots and lots of studs. There's a key. Let's grab it. I'm sure this level has a lot of secrets hidden, so yeah, this definitely strikes me as the kind of level that would have a bunch of stuff to find in it with all the water areas you can explore. And I'm sure these buoys have something to do once you have a character that can destroy the shiny silver, which we currently do not have. Ooh, what's this? It's a pizza. Okay. So we can just throw these at random things for some reason? Is there a purpose to this? There's probably some kind of a secret purpose to it, other than studs, but I'm not actually sure what that purpose would be. There's so many there, so, like, there's no way that's what you have to do. There's probably a better way to do it. Oh, here we go. We got some enemies. Let's go. They are not going to be carrying actual, like, explosive weapons, so they're not super helpful to us. There's some shiny glass, some things that we can't destroy, apparently, because apparently Elsa can't scream. That's super weird, though. I could have sworn that she was able to scream, so I don't get that one. I could have sworn she could do that. Alright, so build that up. Grab it, and all of the civilians are gone. But that appears to be a gelato stand, and I would love a bit of free gelato. Who else wants some free gelato? Let's go get some free gelato here. It might have involved murdering like half a dozen random people, but it's also free, and it's gelato. And that sounds good to me. Oh. Okay, that made something. A small person hatch, which we don't have a small person with us. Okay, so murders for gelato don't always work, but that's a key. The part you liked in the DS version was the part where you fly the plane. Oh, you actually get to do that in the DS version? Because I can't remember if you do that in this version. Okay, so nothing we can do about the shiny silver here because we don't have anything high explosive to do with that, so that's unfortunate. Everyone's across, and I guess the only thing we can do now is just go ahead and solve this puzzle. Alright, easy enough. And we're inside the library. Only short person is short round in Raja. You might be right, unless, like, I think you might be able to get the children from the second movie. You might be able to get, like, one of them as well. But other than that, that's it. Alrighty, so we have... This can be destroyed because it's differently colored. Same here. And this looks to be movable. Aha, it is. That makes a little bit more sense, so let's move that on over. So I guess we got 4 of these things to collect. That's shiny silver, can't do anything about that today. We'll get that one later on in free play, of course. And we have some floor tiles to put in. And nothing there. How about in here? Any mini kits or anything especially secret? Good. Apparently not. Let's pick up another one. Let's drop it off. And we get more floor tile pieces. Pretty sure young Indy and his companion can't since they're teenagers. Oh, I kind of forgot about them because you get them from the from the bonus level. It would kind of make sense if they could, but I guess at the same time, I understand why they wouldn't. Just the idea that it's young Indy just makes me think that it would work, but I guess might not. Alright, let's make a secret staircase. Okay, we're stuck. Come on. There we go. Up and around. Let's go. And we have another smart person puzzle, so we'll solve that here in a second. Once we get all of the available studs. We're only halfway through the stud meter on this level. We're not doing super well on that. Alright, got that one. And now we deliver this down to the ground floor. So that's number 3. And we're building an X in the floor. But we need all the studs we can get. Again, we're going to need to purchase all sorts of stuff. Once we finish the main story, we'll need those stud multipliers. I don't know how expensive they are, or even what levels they come in for the most part. I mean, we haven't had any problems reaching the stud requirements for the most part, aside from that one level where I died way too many times. So I'm not too worried about any of that. Got all those, and then we get a... Okay, nope, that is a lever we can pull. It's not a key-based one. Aha! Secret. But before we do that, there is clearly something here that we need to deal with. Okay, we can actually build it. It's not shiny silver for once. Get all the studs. And push it on over. Ooh, secrets. Secrets all around. And the question is, does this give us a mini kit or is this something else? It appears to be a mini-kit. Yeah, that appears to be the only purpose of this, is a mini-kit. So you'd get this without swords if you were playing in free play. But I will happily take a mini-kit. Never turn down a good mini-kit. And drop it off, and we'll have our X marks the spot here in this old library place. Oh, right, we have to drop the chandelier down now. Makes sense. We need something heavy to fall on it. But I'm so ready for this weekend. This week's been very long, very boring at times, very stressful at times, lots of stuff to do, lots of people to enroll, lots of me contemplating life decisions, all that kind of good stuff. And that needs an officer, which we don't have that right now. Oh, wait, I wonder if Elsa just works for that, actually. That'd be kind of funny if she did. Probably not, but That would actually be really funny if she did. Ooh, spooky. It's a skeleton. Funny how it's not a banister. The librarian would definitely hear the chandelier. Well, in the movie, he thinks that it's literally just him hitting the, like, stamp on the books that are being returned. Which, I mean, I know it's played off as a joke, but I only remember it because that's what I always remembered. Ooh, spikes. But we got a shovel. Hello, Mr. Skellington. Oh. Okay. That one's shiny silver to the left, so we can't do anything about that. We have a ladder out. What's the point of that, then? So let's just go back to the library? That seems kind of pointless. Another shovel, but we don't need that right now. No? I highly doubt we're going to be able to get that one right now, but you never know, I guess. Alright, let's dig. Dig 'em up, oh, digging. Digging up, oh, digging. You got to go dig those holes. Digging up, dig 'em. Classic movie and classic book. That was one of the songs I suggested to our completely anonymous guests, or not even guests, but just completely anonymous, offer up songs you would like to hear for homecoming senior year. That was one of the songs I threw in there. You got to go dig those holes, dig 'em. That was the most tame thing I probably put in that box. I think I've told that story before, though. Because at that point, I just, you know, with how much I hated my school at that point, I just didn't really care, so I put some very inappropriate things in the song box. I don't fucking care. I don't care who it pissed off. I really don't. Let them deal with it. Yeah, that was one of the more appropriate things I put into it that could just be taken as a straight-up joke. That's shiny silver. Can't do anything about that. Can't do anything about the Buggy statue. Probably one of my favorites was I legitimately put the song from the South Park movie. The... Well, Cartman, I'm warning you. Well, Kyle's mom's big fat bitch, biggest bitch in the whole wide world. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I legitimately put that in the box. That might be what got us in trouble as a class, or at least got called out for it as a class, but again, I don't give a fuck because fuck the people I went to school with. That's still the best one I put in there. Rats. Okay, so Elsa is not a fan of rats. I don't necessarily blame her, because we don't know if they're rabbit or not. The question is, how do we get across here? Can we just... Okay, we can just jump it. I don't know why it didn't work the first time. Alright, Elsa. You're across. And pull. God, their faces were priceless. I mean, I don't think most of the other students actually gave a damn. If we're being honest. It was just either the head of school and the bootlickers were the only ones that actually were, like, upset about it. And the head of school and the bootlickers were a little bit upset about it, but, like, I thought it was pretty funny. You guys think it was pretty funny. My parents thought it was really funny. Because by that point, they kind of hated my school almost as much as I did. So they didn't care. And I don't know if we're going to need this torch later or not. I'm going to say probably yes. Ooh, I don't know, actually. Maybe not. Because that just builds up... Uh-oh. And that operates on a timer. Okay, so we got to be very fast here. Wait. What was the point of that? Oh, okay. That's what we're supposed to do. Okay. I gotcha. I gotcha. I see. Perfect. Mom and your late stepdad would find it funny, too. Yeah, my parents probably found it funny or just didn't care, and then, like, normal people didn't give a damn about it. Like, they probably just thought it was childishly inappropriate, but that was sometimes me when I was a teenager. I mean, that's how some teenage people tend to be. But then there were other things that I put in there that were probably almost worse sounding. Like, that was definitely the most, like, obscene one that I put on there, though. I think I put Chef's Big Salty Chocolate Balls as an option as well. Because that's actually a song in the South Park franchise. Which anyone who knows South Park would take as a joke. But I guess that Madam Bitch Lady, head of school, didn't think was funny. Or didn't know. Probably wasn't smart enough to know that it was a joke. She had an IQ of about 14, so a little bit less than that of a potato. I think most potatoes have a higher intelligence than she did, so... And I feel like I'm insulting potatoes for that, because potatoes actually have benefits in life. Because they actually taste good. Okay, so for that one, you would definitely need to be able to switch characters around, so I don't think we're going to be able to get that one in story mode. I think that's a free play one. Alright, Indy, get over there. 10k Zombies Trophy and Vanguard's definitely glitched. Do you think you got 4k alone you went for the 2500? Oh, it is? I don't remember having any issues with it glitching. Oh, okay. Supposed to push this up to here. I don't think I had any issues with it glitching. But yeah, people could not appreciate good South Park humor. It was somehow offensive, and we needed a whole, like, 10-minute lecture on why it was inappropriate. Which it was even funnier then because we forced the dumbass leader of the high school, dean person, to actually read some of the things out loud in front of the audience, which honestly was even funnier. Because she actually, I think she legitimately said something like, Kyle's mom is a big fat bitch is not appropriate. That would have made for a good senior prank if we were allowed to have a senior prank. Like, I think she legit read some of them out loud, if I remember correctly, but I blocked out a lot of that school year. Which I was probably dying laughing when she said that, because it was my suggestion. And it was purely just to piss people off, because, again, at that point, I didn't give a damn. Got it eventually, the guide says others reported. That doesn't surprise me, because I think that actually has happened for a lot of people, that unfortunately so much of that game is just broken for it already not being a good Call of Duty game. It has a lot of issues with broken trophies or just, like, gameplay mechanics not working right. I think I even typed in, like, for one of the answers, not typed, but actually wrote the whole damn thing out of something that Lizard Guy's saying, like, 15 or 20 years ago. That I think it might have been from a show, but I'm honestly not sure. And it goes like, Frero Jacques, I gotta poo, shlama-lama-lama, shlama-lama-lama, ding-dong, Fred Burger. Does anyone else know what that reference is? Because I swear that is something Lizard Guy told me like 15 or 20 years ago. And for some reason I referenced it there. Okay, so what are we supposed to do here? We have buoys to take out. Yeah, this was me in high school. This is just me in my high school years, or at least my last 2 years of high school, when I no longer gave a fuck about anything. This is what happens when you're stupid teenagers. And there we go. Is that a mini kit? Let's go. Let's grab that mini kit, please. Ow. What the? Okay. That was not intended. Okay, I think I found, like, a speedrun strategy that isn't supposed to exist. I know it's a French nursery rhyme, like the original version of it is, because, I mean, I took French for a long time, but, like, that's the version that he's saying when we were way younger, so that's the one I remember. Because I'm sure we learned the actual nursery rhyme from taking French classes for so long, so I'm sure I knew the original, like, actual version of it. 10 out of 10 singing skills, let's go. I've told you guys, I was forced to take a chorus class for a bunch of years. And the racist bitch of a teacher, like, was very bad about grading us, and, like, you actually had to be good at it. And she blatantly favored the females in the class. And it looks like we got a secret over here to grab, so what do we have over here? Is it just studs? I think it's just studs. Hey, True Adventurer, we'll take it. We will take it. Because I know I have no singing talent. I've tried to do karaoke before, and it's honestly pretty funny because of how bad it is. Ooh, it's in the platform over here. I've done karaoke before, and it's extremely fun when you're intoxicated and don't care what anyone else thinks. Even if you come to Reddit the next morning. I mean, I've never regretted it, so... Also, that's like a shiny... Is that shiny silver? Can't tell. Because I've done karaoke a few times, especially back in my times in college. Would get drunk and then be confident enough to go try to do something and not care what anyone thought from looking at it. You're not getting Modern Warfare 3, Hope Cold War, Modern Warfare 2, and Black Ops 6 are decent. I do not blame you on Modern Warfare 3. That is a terrible, terrible game. It is not a fun time. Some of those other ones, though, aren't as bad. Level complete, let's go. Surprised she gave me an A. I'm very surprised as well. The problem was for her that I did show up to every single class, didn't miss classes. and did the tests and homework assignments that counted for a fair portion of the grade, so... And I showed up to, like, every single time we had to sing or anything, so... There was a large portion of it that was participation-based. And in some songs, if it's very heavily, like, deeper voice, I can do some singing in it. Like, if it's really, really deep voice singing, I can technically do that sometimes. Now, the most ridiculous A I ever got was an art class A in 8th grade. And this is a story I haven't told before. This was in 8th grade in our art class that was required. And this year, the teacher was a mega bitch. She had just had a baby or was just pregnant or something. And she was completely unfair. Like... Any normal person will tell you that not every human is good at art. Not every human is able to do art well. But she graded heavily on your actual ability to do the art. And there were some things that I was fine with, but some things I just wasn't good at. But it's really not fair because, again, it's art, and for one, art is subjective. I really don't think art can be judged all that fairly by a letter grade because it's completely subjective based on who you ask. And then she was just completely unfair to, especially to the men in the class as well. Like, it was this other class I remember was always very much, like, unfair to a lot of the male students that were forced to take it. But the reason I ended up getting an A in the class, for the art class, because those are all shiny silver, was less because of my ability to do it. What the hell? We're just exploding Nazi soup on the menu today, apparently. That sounds disgusting. But it was because toward the end of the year... there was some really weird situation that happened with, like, us having to go to some kind of assembly for a while, but it, like, ended early, and there were questions as to whether or not we had to show up to class after that. It was some really, really weird situation that I don't even know the exact... Why the fuck are you carrying a musket? No, seriously. Why are you carrying a musket? These things went out of style 200 years ago. You know what? I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not going to question it. But, whatever the problem was, I still don't entirely understand what it all was, but it's like... whatever ended up happening, me and, like, 3 people ended up showing up to class that day and just going. And, like, everyone else skipped. So, all the people that skipped, a lot of them got, like, detentions. And it was some really, again, it was some really bizarre scenario that makes, like, no sense whatsoever. But, like, everyone that skipped it got in trouble, even though they really probably shouldn't have. And those of us that showed up got a pretty large amount of leniency in the final few weeks of grading. Like, we showed up, and suddenly we all got good grades on our final few assignments. And one of my final few assignments was not a particularly, like, well-made thing, so... that's the main reason I passed that class, because, like, art's supposed to be an easy A, but if you have a bitch of a person trying to teach you, it's not necessarily an easy A, depending on how they grade you. And some of them are just horrible. But yeah, since we all showed up that day, anyone that showed up ended up getting an A in the class, because, I guess, because we showed up. And we got rewarded for that, so... Cool. It was supposed to be an easy A. It was a bullshit easy A because they were unfair to us, but it was still an easy A in that sense. Because I'm just simply not good at art. Like, it's really that simple. I'm not good at art. I can't do it. I've never been good at it, and you really should not be graded on being good at that kind of shit. In my opinion, because, like, some people are just not able to do art stuff. Some people cannot sing or play instruments. That should not determine your course of middle school and high school, of if you can sing or paint a painting. Because those are useless skills. That's the big thing of it, is those are completely useless skills for the most part in the real world. Uh-oh, he's gonna get punched by a Nazi. Because to me, those are mostly very useless skills. Because I asked what's going to be more important in life. Being able to program, or being able to build a bridge, or being able to diagnose diseases. What's going to be more important, that, or being able to paint a still life of a bowl of fruit in, like, 3 different mediums? Which one's going to be more important, you think? I got a pretty good idea of which one's going to be more important. Okay, so what does that do for me? Oh! Weapons and a mini kit. Let's go. Yeah, that's just some more gripes from my time in high school and middle school. And the excessively bad treatment received during those years. Have I really talked about the racist course teacher before? I can't remember if I've really gone into depth in that. Racist towards me, actually. Can't remember if I've really gone into depth on that. That was a fun conversation that my parents had with my advisor, I'm sure. I wasn't in the room for it, but I'm sure that was a fun conversation. I have, okay. Yeah, I'm sure that was a fun conversation for them. Which it is nice seeing, like, parents taking some of this stuff back. Like, one of my coworker, my manager that has a bunch of kids, she just had a recent story that was really interesting where it was like, apparently her oldest kid is in high school, and the oldest... What do you want me to do here? And, like, the oldest told them what was going on in some of the classes, like their... not necessarily history class or social studies. I can't remember what she called the class. But whatever it was like... it's like a social studies type of class, or not even history type of class, but more like a social studies type of class. And the teacher would apparently just show them C and an N for the first 15 minutes of every single class because they were too lazy to prepare lessons. And that got called out, and like half the class started just skipping after that, so that was pretty funny. But no, the racist chorus teacher story is basically... this was in 8th grade. So 8th grade, we have a debate unit in all of our classes for one reason or another. I don't remember exactly what the whole story behind it was, but it was like a debate class, so... or debate unit, something like that. Okay, am I missing something here? And during it, toward the end of it, we had, like, actually, like, graded debating. We're not even... Debating is not the right word. Speeches were the better word for it. So it was, like, speech writing based, more than anything. And, you know, we had to write speeches for certain things. And I had a really good one. It got an A from the English teacher, who was quite strict. Or no, wait, 8th grade, the English teacher wasn't actually that bad in 8th grade. I'm thinking more of 7th grade. Fuck you, Miss Kelly. Please go fucking die in a lake of fucking fire. But no, 8th grade English teacher was fine, but, okay, I'm definitely missing something here. But, like... What we did was, we had our whole debating or speech unit, and when we were in it, we got to give, like, actual speeches, like some of us that did really well with it. Because back then I was a hardcore overachiever, because I had to be, or else I would be punished if I didn't get straight A pluses, so that's another part of my childhood. I had to get straight A pluses or I was punished. For a long time. Okay, I'm clearly missing something here. But we had to give some speeches in front of a group of people, and I ended up getting a lower grade by the course teacher being one of the people grading us. And she said part of the problem was that my eyes looked closed or squinted. I'm Japanese. I am Japanese. So she said something that is considered quite heavily racist. And again, like, I wasn't in the room for it, but I'm pretty sure my parents shooed the advisor a brand new one at that point. And I loved my advisor. He was actually a cool guy. He was a really cool guy. But, like, I'm pretty sure they tore him a new one on that one. About not being fucking blatantly racist toward people. So, yeah, that's actually a thing that happened to me. So I guess that was taught as a lesson of not being fucking racist to people. So yeah, that one pissed my parents off a lot, I'm gonna say. They were not happy with that one. Which they shouldn't be, but they were not happy with that one. It's like you're paying thousands of dollars to go to that school every year, and you're gonna have a fucking chorus teacher who has never actually worked a day in her life, never actually done anything worth any value to humanity, say something like that. That didn't go over well. That wasn't the only time I had people do things to me. Like in high school, there was a time where I had a teacher be very angry at me for being left-handed. I'm not actually joking, that's actually a thing that happened. There was a teacher that was very angry at me for not writing very well because I was left-handed. Because I couldn't cut correctly because they didn't have left-handed scissors. Because I was like one of the, like, 5 people in my class that was left-handed. So yeah, that was another thing that happened to me. So they were... that one pissed my parents off a lot. I'm gonna say that. They were really, really pissed off about that one when the negative reaction I got for that one. They were super fucking pissed off about that one. Like, the school actually made the teacher apologize to me because that was such a blatantly stupid thing to complain about. Like, I'm not cutting with scissors correctly. I'm fucking left-handed and you don't have left-handed scissors. So go cry about it, you stupid bitch. Go back to fucking Mexico or whatever third world country you came from. You're probably here illegally. Didn't realize I was, Japanese. Oh no, I'm only a quarter Japanese. Only a quarter Japanese. But I'm very much in touch with that side of my family. Like, I look far more Japanese than my cousins do. So, it's definitely stupid. They should have respected that you're left-handed. Oh no, they didn't fucking care about that. Yeah, fuck that. Pay $10,000+ a year to go to school here. They don't fucking care if you're left-handed or not. They're gonna insult you because they feel like they're superior. I mean, just wait until I get all the stories about my, senior year senior econ and government teacher. Oh, that's a fun story. That's a really fun story to get into. Oh my god, that was one hell of an experience. I'm gonna say that right now. So, I've talked about this briefly before, but basically, yeah, the senior year senior econ and government teacher. So that was the most fucking ridiculous experience of my life that I can remember, at least in high school. So basically what happened was we initially had a teacher, but he quit the school and moved out to Colorado a week before the semester started. So that's strike number one. That's where it starts at. So he just randomly quit the school and moved out to Colorado a week before the semester started. Which he fits out there. I'm going to say he would fit out there very well. But, like, so then they scrambled to get a new teacher for that particular class, that senior econ and government. And they end up getting the parent of one of the students in my class. And he was a terrible teacher, but I eventually got on his good side. I was right-wing enough that it got me on his good side, so I was doing well on his assignments. Like being pro-veteran, pro-military, stuff like that. So I was able to have no problem for the first, like, half a semester. So then, this is when it got bad. They hired the most absolute blatant DEI hire in the history of the world. It was this woman, this black woman. She had no fucking clue what she was talking about. She was fucking retarded. And was purely a DEI hire. Her first lesson, first day, she spent a solid 10 minutes telling us how George Bush stole the 2000 election. Excuse me, I don't know why I said 2020. As to how he stole the 2000 election with voter fraud in Florida. Spent a solid 10 minutes on that in the very first class of our entire time with her. So, needless to say, that did not go over too well. And I started recording all the stuff she did and said. Now, to get out of that class for my second semester of senior year, because she was unfair to us grading as well. Like, if you weren't liberal enough, she wouldn't give you a good grade. Pretty simple there. So I had to, like, present a panel of evidence to both my advisor, who was a DEI hire. By the way, my advisor was a total DEI hire. He was a dumbass. He was fat black guy, had no idea what the hell he was doing. He was fucking retarded. And I had to present to him and the dean of the high school, the crazy woman, as to why I wanted to be out of the class that I was in for that, and to switch to a different teacher that wasn't a fucking retarded dumbass. And I had to give them like a full 1.5-page explanation of all the stupid shit that teacher did, which I had recorded and actually had to show them. And by the time that was done, they were like, yeah, if we don't let him go to that class, they're going to sue us and win very easily. So they put me in the other teacher's class. But, like, it was fucking insane. Like, honestly, it was just absolutely insane. I had some crazy fucking stories back in school. Just with stuff like that happening. Yeah, the process I had to go through to switch teachers when they were being blatantly like that is just so insane. And like literally within 3 days of that teacher starting and causing problems, half the parents showed up at a meeting to complain about it. And keep in mind, this was a private school. This is not a public school where they can do whatever the hell they want. This is a private school where our money is being spent to make sure we get a good education. The parents actually have power in a private school. So the teachers and stuff actually have to listen. And they got chewed out pretty badly in that meeting. Like, my parents were some of the ones there. There were a lot of parents there, and they were not happy. And sure, there was definitely a time I would be more calm about this, but in the modern day and age, I'm going to just say what I need to say about this. X exists, thankfully, and also I think I need a bazooka here, and I don't know where I'm going to get that. Yeah, there's some more fun stories of my childhood / high school. I have a key. Wait, what? Oh, that was supposed to happen? That just got me blown up by a grenade. What? Why is that supposed to happen? It just has me getting blown up by a grenade. What the heck? Okay, we have a Nazi hat now. Okay, he just fell off the wall. Okay, then. Okay, sure. Whatever. Okay, that was kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. That one got me laughing a little bit. Conservatives get X. Liberals got Reddit. Yep. Thankfully, we have X now. We did not have X back then. There was no Twitter or anything for us back then. We didn't have that back then. It was underground communications through certain channels of YouTube and certain other websites to try to communicate back then. Okay, we got a bazooka now. Oh, we can't get to it that way. Okay, but there's platforms there, right? What? Okay, that's weird. Hope Elon buys Reddit. Oh my god, that'd be the greatest thing to ever happen. That would legitimately be the greatest thing to ever have happen. Like, the amount of Reddit accounts that would threaten suicide that day would be, like, absolutely amazing. All the pedophiles, everything. Oh, I can't imagine. Like, they cannot survive that. That would actually be hilarious. And that scene where Indy and his dad are being taken to the dungeons. But we escaped it because we are badass. And now we're on top of the Nazi castle. And I just killed myself. Wait, where's my bazooka? Why'd it go away? Seriously, was I out of shots? Yeah, those are some more fun stories from my childrenhood or teenagehood. And the stupid bullshit I constantly dealt with. And I've told the worst of the stories, though, the whole petting zoo story. I've told that one before, so... Oh, now we're carrying a gun. Oh, it's a Mothman, except it's not even anything close to being a Mothman. I don't know why I thought it was a Mothman, because I love the Mothman. He's cool. And I have a plushie of him that I paid like $60 for. And I have no problem saying that I paid $60 for him because he's awesome. He's one of my favorite plushes. Reddit has a lot of stupid people. I think Reddit has more stupid people than any website ever made in the history of humanity. If we're being completely honest. I never go on there, like, maybe like twice a year I'll log on to it for something, but no, Reddit is literally like the cesspool of the internet. Alright, come on, give me the hat. I just want to get out of here. This level is taking a lot longer than I thought it would, because we don't have the right outfits for things. Only use subreddits or stuff like Trophy Hunting, Lego, Junk Collectibles. I really should look into getting into, like, the trophy subreddits, because there are several, like, major channels that are in there. Like Bushido, I think Godlike Matt's in there as well, or maybe it's not him, maybe it's Angry Guy. What's the Angry Guy that's angrier than I am? There's some guy that's way angrier at games than I am that's in that whole group, so... Oh, okay. We can't solve this because we don't have the full puzzle, and that's a shiny silver object. Wonderful. Oh, I'm sure you're right about that being millions. I mean, it took us until now to fire 3 Clemson professors that celebrated it. And there's an achievement. Let's go. It's a me, a Indy. Oh yeah, all that stuff is the worst on Reddit. Man, we have almost 1 million studs at this point. I mean, when I was at Clemson, I legitimately got threatened by a professor for being a conservative. Because at the time, I was the vice president for the College Republicans. Now, again, I identify as an independent now. I don't know if I identify as a Republican or Democrat. I identify as an independent, but a very conservative independent. But at the time, like, they legitimately threatened us, like one of the professors did, and the school didn't do anything about them. They just sent a police officer to our College Republican meetings for a couple of weeks, and that was it. Again, I will maintain being independent. I'd prefer that. But it doesn't mean I don't vote entirely conservative candidates. I'm just following what our founders wanted with that. Yeah, that was a fun one because we had professors actually threatening our lives back in like 2016, 2017. That were not punished because left-leaning views. And I still have the proof of it. And we stay conservative. I do too. Like, again, like, there's a few things I'm more left-leaning on, sure, like with drugs, especially is a big one, like marijuana at least. I definitely lean more to the left on that. I have no problem with the gay marriage until it gets to the TQ plus area of it, is when I start to have problems. So I have some more left-leaning views, but for the most part I'm pretty far to the right, so... Which of course makes me racist because I'm Asian, and Asians are not allowed to be right-leaning, correct? That's what the left says. I'm not allowed to be left or right-leaning because that makes me a racist somehow. That's their whole argument, is I'm somehow a racist. I'm sure my grandmother that survived World War II in Japan and immigrated here legally and was full-blown right-wing would love to have heard that while she was still alive before you forced her to take the fucking COVID shot and that killed her. Because I know for a fact the COVID shot's what killed her. She was perfectly healthy, even despite being quite old, she was perfectly healthy until she took the COVID shot, and then over the next year she heavily deteriorated and then died. So I still think it was the COVID shot, and gives me a reason to be very much willing to put a bullet into Bill Gates' head, or any of them. And that's why I don't really have an issue with Luigi going free. Like, he's not fully free yet, but he's getting to be pretty free, from what I can tell. Because our healthcare system's broken. I have made that very clear in my streams as to how fucked up it is. So, you know what? I'm not mad that he is going free. I am really not mad at all about that. Could be, but living until 94 is a pretty long lifespan. I mean, yeah, but like, she was in literal perfect health until she took the COVID shot. And after that, she went downhill. It was entirely after taking the COVID shot, which she did not want to take. But my aunt and uncle pretty much forced her to take it in order to be able to see her grandchildren, or great-grandchildren at that point. She did not want to take it. She did not trust it. She only did for that reason. Oops. It was not her plan to take it. Well, damn, the thing does not control well. At least you're not a Pokemon, that's true. So I'm still mad because I still will say that the vaccine killed her. Because she got turbo pancreatic cancer within a year of getting the vaccine. And that's why I'm so mad about it. It's why I'm so glad that, like, the best person Trump appointed in this term is RFK Jr. I am so happy that he put him in there. Like, I am so freaking happy he put him in. You and your sister never took it, but your parents did. That's how mine are. My parents both unfortunately took it. They tried to bribe me into taking it. I refused. Guess what? I've had COVID 3 times. It barely affected me. Like, it was literally a cold. I've now been around someone that was COVID positive for the last 2 days, and it's not affecting me at all. I have an immune system. I take vitamins. I try to live somewhat healthily. I have a functioning immune system, so if you have a functioning immune system, you're not going to have any problems with COVID. It's really that simple. Actually starting to get scared now. Because, yeah, I never took it. And I'm still proud of that. Being a healthcare worker that never took it, we were told we deserved to die and be put in concentration camps for not taking it, because yes, that was actually a left-wing talking point at one point in time, was that we deserved to be in concentration camps for not taking it. Because you were underage. Well, thankfully you didn't take it. Mostly in a wheelchair now. Okay, gotcha. Me, your mom, stepfather never got the shot and never got sick. Exactly, like, everyone in my family has had the virus after taking the shot, so it clearly did not stop them from getting the shot. I got it multiple times, but it barely did anything to me because I have a working immune system, so it barely did anything to me. It was more annoying than anything else, like, oh no, I have to miss a day of work. It's like the worst part of it. And that's literally the worst part of it for me, is I have to miss a day of work. I've been coughed and sneezed on by people that, in my face, that had COVID, so, and flu. And it just doesn't hit me anymore. I can still get, like, foodborne illnesses and stuff, certain other illnesses I can't potentially get, but, like, stuff like that just doesn't affect me anymore because I can't get it. My body immunized itself for it, so I'm very happy about that. Oddly, your sister and her daughters got COVID, but you never got it. So stupid, your body... my choice, but suddenly that doesn't count with COVID. Yeah, exactly. And, like, that's the thing that turned me, like, I was pretty pro-choice prior to COVID. Like, I was pretty pro-choice overall prior to COVID. And, I mean, I still don't think the government should have any real determination of your health care. I feel like that's a problem. But, like, before COVID, and then after COVID, I'm definitely much more vocal about it, if that makes any sense. Like, you claim my body, my choice until it gets to, you know, the COVID vaccines that don't actually work, don't save any lives, and just cause premature death for people. And I'm still very proud of myself for never going into that and taking it. Chose to give a regular face mask. I mean, the whole face mask stuff is so stupid because, like, look, let me tell you the science behind it. The face mask is not well enough made to defend against every allergen you're going to possibly get. If that makes any sense. Like, it can defend against, like, large spit particles is about all it can defend against. The main face mask can. Ooh, second wave. Okay. Kill them all. There's something in there. Hang on. Or not? Okay. Yeah, I just wish more people had listened to us, those of us in clinical research. I wish that more people had listened to me in days of the pandemic and realized that taking an experimental drug could potentially be bad for you. As much as my parents tried to push me, I always refused to take it. I'm very proud of that. And all of them took it. Sadly, they all took it. It killed my grandmother. It's hurting my grandfather currently. It's part of the reason he's having so many health problems. It's purely because of the COVID shot, because he was in very, very good health before taking it. So I'm mad. Like, I'm seriously very mad about a lot of that. Okay, where am I gonna get this from at this point? Like, shovel. Where am I gonna get it from? Oh, we're so far away on studs. You guys are learning a lot about my life in this stream. Okay, so disguise for that. Okay, I don't know what that actually does. We're not reaching that, so... we need a shovel. We need a shovel. Can we get a shovel back here somewhere? Nope. Oops. I'm going to Grandma. I got the COVID shot. Looks like everything's okay. Okay, that's good to hear. Just felt like crap the day afterwards. And that happens with a lot of vaccines. So thankfully they were feeling okay. Yes, I am very proudly un-COVID vaccinated and never will take one. Never will take a flu shot or anything again. I am very happy about all of that. I will never take any of those again, so... I will happily just live the life I'm supposed to live. That's number 3. Okay, so we need a Nazi hat. Nope, that's just a pistol. Okay, he didn't like that. That didn't work either. Okay, then. I don't have a shovel, so I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. what exactly do I need to do here? Oh wait, that's shiny silver. We need something that can blow up some shiny silver. Huh. See what the well brings us. Oh, a mini kit. Okay, cool. Okay, we got that. How am I supposed to do this without any sort of, like, super explosive items? Come on now, you gotta give me explosives. I need that bazooka trooper to come back. That's just a pistol. Alright, come on, game. Just spawn something I can actually deal with, please. Oh, those are all revolvers. We don't need those. We need actual explosives. Please, developers, give me those explosives. I do not ever remember this level being this problematic in terms of just straight completion. Yeah, this is super weird. I don't remember this level being doable normally. Yeah, that's shiny silver. Okay, well that's not working now, so I don't know why it's not. I'm going to go ahead and say thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, I hope you give this stream a like. Please subscribe, ring the bell if you haven't done so already. And yeah, I will see you guys back here real soon for the next live stream of this game. So see you guys back here real soon.